I wanted this, you know. I've always wanted kids. Always knew that's where my life was headed. I even knew what kind of mother I wanted to be. A good one, obviously. The kind who keeps an eye on screen time and knows how to diffuse a tantrum in a supermarket. I'd give mine the correct portions of fruit and veg, but I wouldn't be annoying about it. My kids would want to eat healthily. Sure, it's all about what you put in front of them. Surprised no one slapped me in the face. We'd been together for years. I knew he was the one for me because the way he cuts open a packet of cheese like a dog who hasn't been fed in a week barely bothers me. We got engaged, married, a big day with all our family and friends and a band who let us get up and sing with them. Voulez-vous, aha, aha, da-da-da-da, voulez-vous. Neither of us even have a word of French. I didn't eat for 6 months in the lead up. I was stunning. My mum said I looked nothing like myself. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. We started trying on the honeymoon. I assumed it would happen straight away. I mean, that's what they told us in school. Now, girls, the mere whiff of a you-know-what is enough to get you pregnant. Here was I living in the same room as one. Months went by. That's when the worrying started. Is there something wrong? I landed crotch first on my BMX when I was 12. Maybe that did some damage. And he's always been lackadaisical about everything, never in a rush to get anywhere. That doesn't bode well. Still, carried on. Happily trying, as they say. Even if it does get a bit routine after a while. I mean, no one goes to Disneyland to go on Space Mountain over and over. But then, one day, boom, the stick says yes, we're on our way. And I was thrilled, you know. But I could kind of feel myself slipping already. The worry. Jesus Christ, the worry. What's pregnancy going to be like? How fat am I going to get? Laura Byrne put on 4 stone. Where's the baby going to sleep? Where am I going to sleep? Do we need a second car? A third car? How am I going to cope with labour? I fainted when I got the BCG. Are you allowed to bring some weed in there? What if the breastfeeding doesn't work out? What if it does and I'm chained to the baby all day long? What if he comes out with a funny shaped head? Oh God, what if he comes out with a head like his father? What if I don't love him straight away? What if he doesn't love me? What if he never makes friends? What if he does, but they're irritating? Like the kind of people who say Pacific instead of specific. What if he ends up in prison? What if he's a vegan? What if he never finds love? What if he gets married, but the marriage doesn't work out because he cheats on his wife? What if he gets married, but the marriage doesn't work out because the hussy cheats on him? I'll kill her. Come on, girls, there's an abandoned hospital up around Manor Street we can go to. We've been coming here for months. It's perfect because the guards never really come by. You can grab your cans, your Johnny Blue and your 10 spot and you're good to go. I love hanging out with the girls. They're all from posh places like Clonsilla and Blanchardstown. They live with their families. They think it's exciting. All this hanging around, drinking cans and smoking weed. It's exciting for them because they go home afterwards. Sometimes I get the bus with them and sleep in the GAA grounds at their house. We have the crack though. We get up to all sorts. We hang around Dr. Quakey so much I can tell which slot machine is about to pay out just by the noise the coins make going down. One day around Christmas, a guard chases us all the way up O'Connell Street because I rob a couple of jumpers out of pennies for the girls. Yeah, we finally shake him off at the top of Parnell Square. Big fat culchie! Ha! Big fat culchie! My feet swell a lot. At first I'm proud. show them off to anyone who's too afraid to tell a pregnant woman they don't want to look at them. Like a farmer showing off his prized courgettes. But no, it's not good. I have to stay in hospital. For monitoring, they say. At first I like it. I don't feel sick, and hospital when you don't feel sick is basically just like a hotel where the staff are all versions of your mother. They bring you water, help you into bed and look at you with their heads at a permanent angle. How are you feeling today? But I am sick, and so is he. Things happen fast. Okay, we've done a scan, everything's all right, but we need to get this baby out tonight. Tonight? Oh God, no. Oh no, we're not ready. We still have things to get in IKEA. I mean, the baby room hasn't even been painted yet. I go on to learn it's not uncommon for children to observe your plans and then chuck them in the bin alongside your money and your hygiene standards. I look around the ward. Is this a joke? Everyone else seems to be ticking along fine. Oh God, yeah, I haven't put on much weight, if anything. I think I've lost some. Oh, triplets, yeah. We're just in for a checkup. They went a bit quiet, the little scamps. All grand now, though. I think they were just hiding. Only a few weeks to go. No, I'm not nervous. Just excited. My last labour was over in 11 minutes. Born in the front garden. I was on my way to my Pilates class and she just appeared. I'll scamp you. Even Bed 7's husband is doing better than me. He's the one who has absorbed his Mrs. Pregnancy symptoms. Apparently that's a thing now. I'm just so tired. I mean, I can't make it through EastEnders, only I'm asleep on the couch. And I have all these twinges. I mean, I think I might have pulled a muscle. And the morning sickness, oh, don't talk to me. It's all day for me. Isn't it, love? Don't roll your eyes at me, you know. You never take me seriously. She can be really hurtful sometimes. My heart bleeds. Suddenly, I'm on wheels. Bright lights. Relax now while I'm injecting you. Any movement and you could end up paralysed. Funny how that can make one a little jumpy. C-section. Surreal. Uncomfortable. Feels like someone rooting around in my pockets for change. But it's definitely change I owe them. They're quite aggressive about it. And then... small. Crying. Text after text. You must be thrilled. A big congrats to you. The happiest of days. Can't wait for a squeeze. He has your head. Thank God for that. Now you know true love. Do I? We smoke a lot of weed. I get it from me mate Jamie in the hostel. I've been smoking since before I left home. Me dad gave me first joint the night my brother died. I was there just in time to see it happen. Sent over with a message from me dad. I was. No mobiles back then. He didn't stand a chance. Me dad was broken. I left not long after. Come on, girls! Me mate Jono gets out today. I told him we'd meet him up at the Phoenix Park. Home. Crying. And that's just me. Does everybody else find it this hard? I'm worrying again. About ISIS this time. Their next attack could be outside the flat. Carpenterstown is bound to be high up on their list. Is his head a bit flat at the back? That's never going to pop out. Oh God, he'll be bullied in school. There's helmets you can buy that'll manipulate the shape, move around the plates. I can't be sure it doesn't affect the brain, but still, at least he wouldn't be bullied. Google becomes my friend, or my enemy, it's hard to tell. Callers to the house, flowers, balloons. You must be so happy. I must. He's not developing at the correct rate. Louise Moran's twins were both rolling front to back and back to front at this stage. They're probably training for the Olympics by this. More callers. Oh, you'd want to put a blanket on him. He looks freezing. You're still breastfeeding. Is he not sleeping through? You'd want to put him on solids. I gave mine a spud before I left the hospital. Don't let him lie on his back. He gets a flat head. That child has grown out of that car seat. My friend Marion ate her own placenta and there are no bags under her eyes. Don't let him lie in his front. He'll suffocate. Oh God, you'd want to get him into his own room. You'll never get him out of yours. Whatever you do now, never smack the child. You'd want to put a bit of discipline on him now, or else let him to grow up and join a gang. Don't let him lie on his side. He'll fall over onto his front and suffocate twice. Oh, we're fully organic in my house, and I swear you can tell by the brightness of our eyes. You're going away. Overnight, away from the baby. You'd want to cut that child's nails. Who brings a baby to a barbecue? Oh, you should send him now to Castleknock College. They have a great rugby team. But send him to Ongar for primary. I mean, you want him to be able to look after himself. They're judging me. I think I might be struggling. Like those women I read about in problem pages. Do I need help? Nah. It's not like I'm hearing voices. I mean, I'm not even suicidal. I talk to Mam. Oh God, yeah, sure, I had a bit of that depression on all of ye. Now, do you want a ham sandwich or not? A bit of that. God forbid we own it. Baby group. Maura in work says it'll be good for me. Shared experience. Oh yeah, well of course we've had Shnokta enrolled in Blackrock College since before I got pregnant. It's important to be on top of these things. Where are you thinking of sending yours? Are you thinking Educate Together or somewhere else? We use baby sign language in the home too. Great for their communication skills. I mean, you don't want them heading off to primary school and lagging behind from the off. I mean, they never get over that. It leaves them struggling to form relationships for the rest of their lives. Oh God, no, we've no soother in our house. I'd rather die. Now, my friend's cousin used a soother on her baby, and the poor child needed 10,000 euro worth of orthodontic treatment as a teenager. I mean, it's not about the money, of course, but you try and avoid it if you can. You know, we do facial exercises every morning after breakfast. Keep that jaw moving. Oh, you know, if your child won't settle, it's probably just a growth spurt. It could be the 4-month sleep regression or the 5-month. Have you tried just talking to him nicely? We just ask our Oisín to go asleep. I mean, it sounds like it shouldn't work, but it does. Oh, we're big fans of the controlled crying in our house. You know, where there's crying for a little bit, followed by soothing, followed by more crying until sleep is achieved. Thanks, Maura. I'll go home and try. It doesn't work on the baby, but it works a treat on me. That and a bottle of gin and I'm out like a light. You should read Gina Ford. She's the baby whisperer. Anyone who spends their lifetime whispering to babies sounds like a freak to me. Months are passing. Should be easier by now. Maybe it is. I'll go back to the office soon. Leave the baby with someone else. He'll probably be better off. Husband doesn't seem to love me anymore. He hasn't said so, but I can tell. Why would he? I'm no crack. All I do is go to bed early so I can Google different types of rashes. He speaks in soft tones around me and switches the channel every time the news comes on. Maybe you should talk to someone. You seem a bit depressed. You're worrying a bit too much. A bit. Always just a bit. He thinks the baby's head is a grand shape. I'm not convinced. He doesn't think ISIS are coming to Carpenter's Town. That global warming is my personal responsibility, or that we should take in a refugee from Calais. He doesn't think that the house is bugged, or that when the baby cries he looks at me with eyes that are pleading for a help I can't give him. My breasts have stopped working, dried up. The older relatives will be happy. Well, you didn't want to be giving him the boob on his wedding day now, did you? Postnatal depression leaflet left on the counter. That can't be for me. That's for people who want to harm their babies, who can't love them. I'm fine. I'm just in Liffey Valley, wondering where the quickest escape route is for when terrorists come in through the ceilings. Doctor's office. I'm only here because of my husband. He thinks there might be something wrong with me. That I'm not right since the baby. I mean, maybe I am a bit off, but show me a new mother who isn't. A bit. A bit. Why am I crying? I'll catch up with you, girls. There's a machine in Quirky's. It's about to blow. I don't tell them, but sometimes I hear voices. First time it happened was my brother's anniversary. I hadn't been home in 4 years, and when I walked through the front door, my dad burst into tears. He didn't stop the whole time I was there. At first I was shocked by the voices, you know. I thought it was me brother trying to communicate with me. They started singing ABBA songs to me. I thought, maybe now. That's the thing about the voices. They're not always negative. Sometimes they're nice to me, encouraging. And sometimes they're not. I went back into the city, got in a bit of trouble. 20 charges I have against me. Nothing bad now, I'm not a scumbag. Just find it hard to keep my shit together. Oh, morning! Sorry I'm late. Fucking Krispy Kremes. Oh. Do you know, I was in the car when himself shouted from the front door, Mara, the young fella has a 5-cent coin stuck up his nose. A 5-cent coin? Jesus, I didn't know whether to be worried or impressed. Oh, all okay here. Oh, I have a mountain of emails to get through from Friday. Have you recovered from the hen? Oh, Jesus Christ, we were a mess, weren't we? Do you know, I didn't have a scrap of makeup on by the end, and those cocktails didn't agree with me. I had a searing pain in my gut the whole night. I could barely walk. And then, when the bride vomited everywhere, it was a great night. I see herself is back. That's 3 months she's been off. High blood pressure. You know, after the baby. Oh, it can happen to lots of people. Oh, it'll never happen to me now. Now I have 4 of them, but yeah, it can happen to anyone. Didn't I see that fella Bressie? He's coming to McHugh's on Friday. We should go. Maybe bring her. Be good for her. Isn't she lovely? I was reading up on him. Do you know, he used to suffer from panic attacks. Yeah, he did. Oh, he's fine now, but he did. Isn't he great? To talk about them out in the open, like, oh, they're supposed to be awful, yeah? They can strike you anywhere. You feel like you might be dying. God love him. He's a very tall fella. Lovely shoulders. I love a good shoulder on a man. Very underappreciated part of the body. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Nora in accounts threw a wobbler at lunch again. Yeah. Crying in the middle of the canteen. Took her socks and shoes off and everything. Fucking lunatic. Good night, lads. I'll see you in the morning. I'm in England. security guard, would you believe? I have a little boy. He really turned things around for me. Once I had him, I knew I needed help, you know. So I went and got it. It's not that unusual, you know, the voices. And it doesn't mean I'm a schizo. Voice hearer. That's what we're called now. 70% of us have been through a significant trauma in our lives, and this is our mind's way of processing, I suppose. We live with them. I know the signs. Know when I need to look after myself a bit more. They change, you see. If they start saying bad things to me, then I know I need to spend a bit more time with my son, play a bit more football. I love football. Be nice if people understood them a bit more, you know. Like, if you see someone talking to themselves at the back of the bus, don't just write them off, you know. I don't go back to Dublin much. Don't have happy memories of the place. Except the girls. They were good to me, you know. Back in work, they're all asking me about my high blood pressure. I play along. It's easier this way. I don't want them looking at me the way they look at Nora in accounts. Myself and the husband are getting on well. These days the baby is more like a real person, so we actually have fun at home. Wasn't sure that was ever going to happen. I don't worry about ISIS anymore. I got a mortgage, so these days I worry about that. I mean, if a terrorist gets me, that'll be paid off straight away. Maybe I'm not fully cured. Baby number 2 is mentioned a lot. Oh, there'll be some in the family will have a conniption if it doesn't happen soon. You don't want to produce a pal for that child unless you want him to end up an awful weirdo altogether. Maybe we'll start trying. Back on Space Mountain, what? Yeah. Thanks, girls. I will go to the gig. It's nice to be looking forward to things again. Great. So you're feeling better then? I am. A bit.